To begin this episode of Letusbeidiots, I have a brief, little, detailed nugget of information to give everyone. Recently, within the days, or I guess the week of recording this to when it was being uploaded, I uploaded an Instagram story with a written text of a humorous story set to John Lennon's song Beautiful Boys. But before posting that story on Instagram, while it was up, I had on my mind for a good 5 to 6 weeks of sampling that song, doing something comical or humorous with it. And I'm going to explain what that source was, the real source, after the segment. But what I will say now, before the segment, is that it absolutely was not influenced at all by Andy Haynes' podcast/intro, both titled Beautiful Boys. Now, keep that in mind when you hear Beautiful Boys. This particular gag segment, bit, audio sketch, whatever you want to call it. Just keep in mind what it's all about. Beautiful Boys. Thank you, former Mayor Eric Adams, for blessing us with your wise words of wisdom and leadership when you said,
"As all my haters become my waiters when I sit down at the table of success."
I completely feel the same way regarding so many people. The backstory when first witnessing that madness, I was watching New York 1 News with my grandfather, a former mayoral appointed figure under Mayor Ed Koch.
Committed, I'm focused, and one thing I am immune to, I'm immune to hecklers. I've been heckled all my life. As a little boy, as a police officer, as a state senator, as a bar president, as the mayor, all I know is all my haters become my waiters when I sit down at the table of success. You can after the press conference. After the press conference. Go ahead, finish.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
The TV was blaring on top volume and full blast. Former Mayor Eric Adams makes the proclamation.
As all my haters become my waiters when I sit down at the table of success.
I was loudly dying of laughter, and my grandfather was in the kitchen. The moment after, both of us hearing former Mayor Eric Adams saying,
"As all my haters become my waiters when I sit down at the table of success."
My grandfather responded into the ether with, "He's a jerk." Anyway, to really conclude this segment, I'm just going to straight up play the ripped audio from a very viral TikTok/YouTube video titled, "The Mayor Eric Adams Quotes The Mayor Eric Adams Quotes We'll Never Forget. NBC News, New York." I don't know. I don't think all of the clips are from NBC, but whatever. But it's something, and I think the best favorite quote regarding Eric Adams was a few years ago. There was some associate of his that was quoted in the Post, and the guy said, "I was told to go to some gas stations on behalf of the former mayor to shake down some guy over property value." So when the New York Post asked for follow-up response and questions, the guy said, "Yeah, I had to break some fucking kneecaps." That was our former mayor, you know. Mandami is just as funny in a very different way. Very different. Still funny nonetheless, and Eric Adams is just the stereotypical pimp of politics. If anything, Eric Adams trumps Trump when it comes to just New York weird street stuff, or I guess street politics and verbality. And the reason I'm saying that this is to really just let the audio from that viral video of Eric Adams' weird statements be flawless.
Unfiltered, perfectly imperfect, no telling what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say at any time. All I know is all my haters become my waiters when I sit down at the table of success. I am the mayor. This is a city of nightlife. I must test the product. I'm Gandhi-like. I think like Gandhi. I act like Gandhi. I want to be like Gandhi. I had a shorty that lived out here, you know, used to come out taking that long A-train ride, you know, in the cold. You know, love is blind, man. Everyone knows that New York City is the Athens of America. We are the Tel Aviv of America. New York City is the Islamabad of America, the Lima of America, the Dublin of America, New York City. Does Eric eat fish? Does he eat a hamburger? Does he do this? Does he do that? This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open.
Okay. The backstory to what made me want to do that sketch using that song was about 6 weeks ago on the internet. I came across a pornography video. This beautiful, gorgeous woman had was sucking off maybe I think a group of 9 guys in the video at once. But once everyone finished on her at once, so it was a full-on bukkake. It started playing the song "Beautiful Boys" by John Lennon as she kept playing with the facial she received by the many men's. And I thought to myself, this is beautiful content and also very funny. Now take away the eroticism and just make it funny. And that's what you got with that sketch. The many layers of an onion, like my insanity. The levels of the Matrix in my head of I don't know, this weird obsession and vivality or vividness and absurdity. It is what it is.